Hi there everyone, welcome to something a little bit different for my channel. It's a tech preview. Some of you may know me from my gaming live streams over on twitch.tv, but recently I've been given the brilliant opportunity to take a look at a brand new piece of tech being designed by Jim Hejl, the Switchblade SSD. So in today's video I'm going to be taking a look at how the device performs and I'm going to let you guys know what I think of it. Without further ado then, let's get started, but not first without saying a huge thanks to Jim for sending me this Switchblade to review. Make sure to go and follow him at Jim Hejl and Switchblade at Switchblade SSD on Twitter for more info and where to get your hands on one. So what is the Switchblade then? The Switchblade is a high-performance SSD utilising USB 3 to provide a portable and fast way to store large amounts of data or games. It's the brainchild of Jim Hejl, who you may know from his work within the gaming industry, and only recently became available after months of testing in a Founders Edition. This edition is available in 4 sizes, 256GB, 512GB, 1TB and a limited edition 2TB model, and the 256GB version is the one I'll be taking a look at today. Since mine's been sent out, more improvements have been made to the infrastructure in a V2 model, which is already available. The drive sports a high-performance, high-reliability SSD accessed via a USB 3.1 Gen 1 SATA controller, and that V2 release comes with an upgraded USB to SATA bridge to aid performance, and there is no doubt in my mind that even more improvements will come as the product gets tested more and more of us get a chance to use them. Coming in at just 56mm in length, it's no longer than a traditional USB drive, and at just 32mm wide, it's no chunk either. It's fit nicely into the back of my PC with no issues, in spite of the abundance of USB devices I'm using. And the version I have is looking pretty naked, but as you've seen from the photos rolling by while I've been talking, the models that are released do have an aluminium chassis over the top to aid with handling and look a lot better. So enough of the tech talk, let's get down to the nitty gritty. How well does the drive perform? Well, to find out, I've got a couple of tests lined up today to find out just how well the drive handles the sorts of jobs I will be using it for. Now for me, this is gaming. With game sizes ever increasing, I'm constantly finding myself running lower and lower on drive space. Not only this, but if I want to play one game on either of the PCs that are in my house, I need to download it twice, once on each PC, taking up twice as much space. So to me, the Switchblade will be a portable game storage device, but will also come in handy for video editing and moving files between the two PCs. So to test the performance, I'll be doing some comparisons of load times between my internal drives for games, on both hard drives and SSDs, with a few games, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege and World of Warcraft. Now the reason I've chosen these games as an example, I wanted a new AAA game, I wanted a game I know relies heavily on having an SSD, and a game that's recently updated to recommend an SSD in its specs. First up then is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, loading into the Berlin Safe House mission. As you can see, the game loads much faster from the Switchblade than my internal SATA 3 hard drive, and this also applies to loading into multiplayer games. Now for this test I was spamming the escape key to skip the cutscene as soon as loading had finished to enter the mission, and the Switchblade got there just that bit quicker. Next up is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. This will be loading into a lone wolf terrorist hunt mission, comparing between the Switchblade and the same hard drive I had Black Ops Cold War installed on. Now this one was the biggest surprise for me in terms of load time, as the game is notoriously slow to load on old regular hard drives. As you can see, the Switchblade was instantly loaded and ready to go, and timing wise there's about a minute difference between the two. This applies for multiplayer games as well, instantly loading as soon as operative select is over, meaning no one has to wait for your slow hard drive anymore. Finally then, we arrive at the last test. World of Warcraft loading into the latest expansion, Shadowlands. Now this is loading the game and the roughly 70 or so add-ons I use, and I did this as a comparison to show how the Switchblade performs versus internal SSDs. I regularly run this game on my 850 Evo, and as you can see, there's not a lot in it between the two, with the Switchblade just a few seconds slower than that internal Samsung SSD. All three of these tests then were done on the highest graphics settings. If you are running lower settings, you should see faster load times on both your hard drives and your SSD, but the Switchblade should always be faster. So now we've taken a look at the drive's performance, we've heard about it, we've seen it, what do I think? I think the drive's a fantastic piece of kit, and I'm not just saying that because I've been sent one for the video, I genuinely do. In my experience, portable storage has always either been too small in terms of drive space, too expensive, or too bulky. The Switchblade takes all these issues, it just throws them away. It's blisteringly fast, it fits in the palm of your hand, and it can pack a huge amount of space at a really good price. It's got so many uses too. Today I've only tested for what I'm going to be using the drive for, but it is compatible with gaming consoles, allowing for extended storage on your Xbox or your PlayStation, or you can create a bootable device from it so you can take your PC anywhere. Imagine a future where your local convention centre opens up for a big LAN event, and instead of taking your entire setup, you can just take your mouse, your keyboard and a Switchblade loaded with your PC and games, plug it all in, and you're ready to go. That future is now. And now is when you can grab a Switchblade from eBay. You'll find the link for that down in the description. Once again then, thank you to Jim for sending me one of these pre-production Founders units to take a look at today, and thank you all for coming along to watch my first, but hopefully not last, tech preview. Don't forget to drop me a follow on all my social media, all the links are in the description, as well as leaving a like and a comment on this video with any feedback you guys might have about this first tech review I've done. And I'll see you guys all out in the internet somewhere. Goodbye for now.